Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. It's Monday and I wanted to start out the week by showing you my new go-to recipe. I had this last night and it was like really good. Now I've done a video before. See, look at that. Nice and thick. Okay, I've done a video before. Basically what this is, if you've guys heard me talk before, I've talked about I'm really into textures in certain way. I like stuff. I like somewhere in between. I've always told you I like a wet salad. So yesterday I came across this. I was making my corn chowder, or corn soup, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to put the link to the video I did on the recipe of that. And the only thing that's different in the corn chowder and the recipe that I'm linking to this is that I didn't put hemp seed in this because I was going no fat. But the hemp seeds do it really nice, so put a little bit of hemp seeds in there if you want some fat. And I added smoked paprika, thanks to my friend Lissa from Lissa's Raw Food Romance. I said that one right. She's somebody, I get a lot of stuff from her. I watch her channel a lot. Much like Tanny Ross, she's a queen of the recipe, and she keeps them really clean. So you might want to check her out. But anyhow, this is like a stew, sort of a stew. It's very hearty. What I did was I took that corn soup recipe, which is basically just for, you know, if you're not going to go back and watch the video, it's basically 3 ears of corn, some carrot cut up, 2 red peppers, some garlic. I didn't have as much lime juice. I usually use lime juice. I didn't have as much lime juice, so I had 2 limes and an orange I put in there. And I said garlic, so there you go. Now, when I first came up with this yesterday, I bought some green onions, and I was going to put, enough of things in there just to kind of thicken it up and give it like that stew-like consistency, like a thicker soup. And then I got going, and I was thinking, well, it would be nice with that same combination, pretty much that I use for salads of red cabbage and broccoli. So this one today and the one last night, this is almost a full head of broccoli. And it's a half head of cabbage. I say almost full head of broccoli because this was a really big one today, so I didn't use quite all of it, but most of it. And what I did was I just put them, just like I do for my salads, I put them in the food processor, and I probably pulsed them a little bit less, just the slightest bigger pieces than what I do when I'm making my salad. I don't know, I just like to mess around with it. And then I took some green onions and chopped them up too. Now what I did was, because I was afraid I wouldn't be able to judge exactly how much dry stuff to put into the soup before it just got, before it became like a salad with not enough dressing, is I made my corn soup, I poured it in this bowl, and then I had my chopped up cabbage and broccoli in another one. And I just kept spooning it in, making sure it would all go in there. And I kept spooning some in, mixing it around, smoothing some in, mixing it around. And then at the very end, I put the green onions in there. But that's really savory. That's really hearty. I just really felt good after I had this last night. One other little thing I want to throw in there is that sometimes I don't, people talk about when they go no fat for a while, and I'm only doing this for a little while, or they go low fat, they struggle, they crave the fat. I'm not so sure, now everybody's different, but I'm not so sure you crave the fat as you're craving just something savory that's really thick, that's really going to satisfy you and fill you up. Ergo this. I mean, this is thick. This is really thick. I'm eating this midday too. It's about, I haven't looked at the clock in a while, it's about 12:30, 12:45, because I've got some things to do late afternoon. If my foot will permit, I'm going to try to do yoga today, and that's at 5:30, if my foot permits and if I can fit in. But even if I don't do that, I have some other things I need to do, so I'm probably not going to be around to prep dinner tonight, so I'll just, have a smoothie or go back to the fruit tonight. So I'll have, if I do yoga, I'll have a good 4 or 5 hours to let this sit and digest. But this is something, this is going to satisfy you. This is going to fill you up. It's going to sit on your stomach. So think about that sometime. If you think you're craving fat, or if you think you're craving particular old things from your past diet, you might just not be having a hearty enough dinner. or a hearty enough meal whenever you have your meal, whatever you consider savory, salad or whatever during the day, and mix it up a little bit. That same old salad, that salad's not going to make it all the time, you know. Now I'm locked and loaded. I got two things. I got doing it like this, which I'm probably going to be on once I get a taste for something. I'll probably do this 3 or 4 or 5 days, and then I can go back to my mango and red pepper. I mean, yeah, I could make up, basically if I ever try to come up with a recipe, it's like I come up with a recipe because I know other people don't do it on just like this, like just on a couple or 3 recipes. They need more variety, so that's basically why I try to, you know, come up with some simple recipes at times. But me, as long as I got two or three for my savory or for my evening meal, you know, my salad, my bulk of vegetables, I'm all good. So, you know, think about that. The next time that you think you're craving something at night, or that dinner wasn't quite satisfying enough at night, make sure you're getting enough in you. And experiment like this. Like I say, for me it's the textures. You know, play with your textures. Don't cut your salads up the same all the time. When you're eating your veggies, you know, mix it up. Make it fun. But anyhow, this is a good one for you. I'm going to put, like I said, I'm going to put that link below. But I totally recommend this. This is very, very enjoyable. Let's just say I got a lot of pleasure out of eating this last night, and I'm about to get a lot of pleasure in going and plopping down in front of the computer and watching a couple of videos while I eat this. Anyhow, hope your week's off to a good start. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel. And thanks, as always, for watching, folks. I love each and every one of you. Peace.